Most funds and fund managers never even get to the table to reach money because they don't have one thing, AUM. That stands for Assets Under Management. And it might be the one thing that's holding you back from managing the $100 million fund that you dream of running. Now, here's the thing about this video. I am not a securities attorney. As per usual, do not take this as legal advice. This is simply a formula that you could follow potentially to increase your assets under management. I would always check with a securities attorney to make sure that's above board. Also, what you are doing in this video, what I'm about to show you how to do, is simply a mechanism for you to be managing assets under management while somebody else keeps the title to that property, keeps custody of their client's money, so on and so forth. You will need to be transparent with people beyond the first point of contact that the actual as to how your fund actually works. That's kind of a given. I am not saying that you do this in order to trick people, but from going out to market at scale, I know that a lot of doors can open just from hearing the word, I have $50 million assets under management currently. I have ran this by a lawyer for a real estate fund that I'm becoming a GP in. It was actually an idea that him and I came up with together in order to get assets under management for the fund prior to it having raised any money. Now, let me break down for you how you do this. There's a couple of ways that you can do this, but all of them are going to involve going out to individuals who already have significant holdings, significant portfolios, whether that be of real estate, whether that be of stocks, whether that be of private businesses, whatever the case might be. You have to go out to the market and find people that already own assets. That is the first step of this whole thing. Find the asset owners. Step 2 is pretty straightforward as well, to be completely honest with you. You are going to reach out to them, get to know them. A lot of these guys are in their latter years, they're exiting the business, and they are looking for some kind of retirement plan in order to exit the business. The one example I can give you is the person that we identified for this fund that would give us some assets under management. So we went to him, we said, look, you own all of these hotels. We know that they're cash flowing. We know that you're getting older and that maybe you don't necessarily want your kids to be overseeing these assets once you pass on. What if you basically seller financed us those assets, given that they're cash flowing, and we will take custody of those assets in the meantime while leaving the title on the property to you. And so obviously you need to get a lawyer and you need to sit down with them and explain what you're doing once you have the party that has assets, that has a portfolio already. Once you do that, you can speak with an attorney and that attorney can draft up some paperwork. Now, like I said, I've done this for real estate. I don't know if this works in other sectors just yet. I imagine that it does, but again, you're going to have to talk to an attorney to figure that kind of thing out. But what you can then do is have the lawyer draft together a number of different pieces of paperwork. If you guys go down below and comment paperwork, I'll actually send you exactly what you would need your lawyer to draft so that you could take it to an attorney. But the lawyer will draft this paperwork, basically giving you the management over those assets, while the initial holder of those assets keeps the title to the property or the assets, whatever they might be, the holdings and the businesses, so that the management is under the fund, the title is still in the name of the client, and the client will get general partner or limited partner units for giving you the actual asset itself. That means that you can then go out to the market and say, oh, well, I've got $20 million assets under management. That will obviously open doors. Now, as you go through due diligence, as you have later stage conversations, obviously you have to explain to them how this is set up. Okay, so that they understand. And that's why I say it's best to seller finance it from the person. Even if you don't own it now, you will own it outright in the future, even if you're just managing it right now. But that will obviously come out as you guys are having these conversations, these later stage conversations. But in the beginning, it gets you in the room with the right people, at which point you can explain what the vision is for the fund, how you are going to actually make them money as investors, which you always need as a fund thesis. And then upon them investing the money and you going out and carrying on whatever that thesis is. So maybe that's purchasing additional hotels in the case that I gave earlier. You go out, you purchase these additional hotels, they do cash flow. So it will take the cash flow from that and pay out the initial property owner or portfolio owner or asset owner so that they're getting distributions. And you would have some sort of agreement in place, which again, I'll send you if you go down below and type in paperwork. You'd have an agreement in place that would make it so that maybe you have a 2-year window before you have to start paying that person, or a year-long window, or however long you think it will take for you to use that asset under management to raise money, go out, deploy that capital, and start making money in order to be able to pay them back. So at a high level, that is how you can get assets under management as a fund by borrowing other people's credibility. As always, I'm Alex Astry, And this is how you can make your first $1 million a month. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. If you guys like videos like this on finance, you comment down below and I will send you over the exact agreements that you might need. And hit that like button so that I know that you liked this video.